Alright, we're at recess.
Yep. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry. I didn't mention it. I can't even talk today anymore. Damn it. I'm sorry I didn't mention it to
because
you.
of amnesia. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Mackie kick should be all you need. Okay.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Phoenix is kind of similar in that regard.
Yep,
in a sense.
He really is.
Most of the time, though, they are either a pitiful person or an adorable person.
One of the two.
Or is related to a pitiful or an adorable person, as in the case with Emma. Emma had the adorableness and convinced Phoenix to help her sister. Powers was pitiful. Who else was there?
Huh.
The first case was Mia related, so not much of a choice.
Yeah.
The second case was personal because of Mia. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'd be honored to!
Can you also stop hitting your own head when you do a salute?
Yeah, you're gonna get a concussion.
Pretty please.
You're gonna get a concussion if you keep doing that, young lady.
Also, I gotta ask, where did you get that cute, adorable, tiny hat?
Well, it's obviously a police cap, but still. It doesn't...
Why do the feathers look so out of place?
Yeah, I really do, but it kind of homes in the bird name.
It does, yes. But the feathers look so out of
Yeah,
place.
they really do.
Like, and when I say out of place, I mean, it's just like, here's a picture of a feather and we just tape it on.
Yeah, basically. I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
It kind of is. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can now have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
This is sad. That a business card is your most prized possession.
She's a fangirl.
Okay. There are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back.
Huh.
Wait a second. So, I have to only assume I put my cell phone number on the back because it's on the business card? Because the business card would have my office number, I'd assume.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, I guess we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, you eyed it up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up. Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important. I thought the banana glove was very important. This must tickle.
Ow, my head.
In your head.
Okay, Russia! It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on the walk with Dustin. The blue badger.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Yep.
I kind of like the ringtone. I want it.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie.
I can't believe they made a shirt of the Blue Badger.
We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up. But they never did.
So where's the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday. Oh.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
You think it's anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up...
Ah, you were here all along! Oh, that's Maya. Oh, my bad.
Oh my god, Maya's here!
You're so mean!
Maya has returned.
Oh yeah, Maya's back! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up! And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left!
Ah, who the heck
Oh,
is
no.
this? Why do I have a distinct impression she's going to kill me?
Oh yeah.
Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
It's, yeah, who? Hey, good morning! Maggie!
That was the most awkward way to say it.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Maggie. Yeah, that's better. My head. Oh. And a good morning to you, Maya. So, how's it going?
You know, I just realized something.
Hmm?
With Maya, they put her first name in that box. With Maggie, they put her last name in the box.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why they do that.
Then I wonder too. Might just be a little bit of a side.
Because I think Payne, his last name is also in the box. So it's specifically Maya that they're putting the first name. Because I know in Japan they tend to talk about, like, they tend to reference the last
Well,
name.
yeah, because that's how you do it.
Or whatever they
That's
call
how you do
it.
it in East Asia, you know. The family name is the first thing.
Yeah, I just find it interesting that they specifically did do it differently with Maya. Probably because they also have a Mia Fey, but I think they did the same thing with Emma, didn't they? I'd have to double
Yeah, I
check.
think so. Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh. And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive super important evidence!
Yay!
Yeah! Here you are, Nick! The thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks! What the heck is this? A list? There's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt.
Did you talk to the spirits of the dead?
It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good. As in...
There's a group of con artists that police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
List of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
Where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Can someone please mention I have amnesia to her? I already mentioned it to Maggie. Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. Oh.
Oh. So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is, Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick.
Oh, thanks, Maya.
Wish us luck.
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that is left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. I didn't think Maya was in this one.
Yeah, but apparently she showed up. It's good to see Maya again.
Probably just a cameo. Probably not going to do too much in this episode overall.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So as that the court might be a little lenient on,
There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls his next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Oh, this guy. You can be this guy because I'm already saying all these other people.
Please state your name for the court witness.
Ooh, what kind of voice would
That
he
looks like
have?
very flamboyant.
Okay, if I tried anything flamboyant, though, it'd be so offensive. I do not want to do that. He definitely would have arrogance.
Oh yeah, definitely arrogant.
Just from his outfit and the little gold. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little
That's
something.
good.
Like something like
That's
that?
pretty good.
Alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the
Oh
court,
my god!
correct?
Oh my god!
Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, calling me a university student would not be the absolute truth, but to give in and just settle would be as evil as death, and I can't have that. Everything in my life is to be of the utmost highest, top-grade quality, you understand. I am merely looking for that perfect, top-notch, unbeatable university, don't you see? I have a rigorous selection process, and I was in serious thought during my walkout.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I said Payne's line. What is he? A human chatterbox? Well, you know she's supposed to be there with you, right? She's your assistant. She's your assistant and cheerleader. Oh my god! That's enough! Your name, witness! Oh my god. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct? Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw doing your walk through the park.
Yeah. What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. My god, this person is gonna get on my nerves. Oh, the banana!
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? She's probably the defendant's chair. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? You mean Maggie? Oh, Metaton! Actually... Oh yeah, actually looking at it, he actually does have a few Metaton-like features in the face. Oh yeah.
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
Well, time for you to cross-examine. Did you say shitty? Press. Oh my god. Oh my god! He is an arrogant snot, I'll say that. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeah, he really needs a necklace. Press harder. Oh my god. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add in for the thumbnail for this episode. I'm gonna add in a wine glass that's being filled with wine.
As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene.
But if you ask me, this whole concept of breaking time apart into fragments, it's total and utter nonsense that no man should follow. A real first-class person doesn't live by, nor is he chained by time. And to wear a watch? Ha! What a ridiculous notion. People should live freely without constraints. That's how life should be.
And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. Until what, June, technically?
Yes. Yes, you have.
In any case. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Blah, 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 blah. Hold it! And how did you know he was a police officer?
The uniform.
Ah, simpletons! You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held.
That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle practically screamed, I'm a police officer. It was also the way he tied his tie and those cheap, low-quality shoes. Ugh.
Oh, and he was wearing an officer's uniform.
You just needed to say that.
Seriously, dude.
You just needed to say that.
Ah! Is it too complicated for a simpleton like you?
I'm certainly having a hard time keeping up here.
You're certainly a simpleton, then, Your Honor. Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Dick, do you think he's figured out what I do?
Even I haven't figured that out yet. She is clearly a cosplayer.
She watches too much anime.
No, seriously, I think she has been called a cosplayer.
Yeah,
before.
yes, I think she has.
Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you.
Wow.
I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
Then please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's alright with you, simpleton. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. So, you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course.
Oh, ho, 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 of course.
Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell at the police officer. The banana?
Yeah, the banana?
Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas.
Banana!
I'm going to kill you. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? I don't know. And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas. Banana!
He could be, but I'm gonna kill you. There's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing, and it was something else?
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think!
You already know what he mistook
If
it
my
for.
client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he did.
Which means if we can somehow show he's lying...
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. I don't know who this girl is, but she's right. She's got a sharp mind.
But you just wish you could remember who she is. Oh.
I just wish I could remember who she is.
Oh.
She's got a sharp mind. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. I think you're mistaken her for her sister. Maya's mind is an interesting thing.
Oh, yeah. Is everything okay, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Everything's peachy. So, do I just show the glove to about the bananas?
Yes. Banana. Do I need to add a banana to the thumbnail?
At this point, you may as well.
That's going to be one crowded-ass thumbnail, but I think it's going to be fun.
Let's see.
Percent?
Oh, somebody's down here.
Banana. Actually, not banana. Bananas!
It's a bunch of bananas.
Yes! Yeah, showed a bunch of bananas.
Mr. Wellington. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that a baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness...
Love bananas!
Banana!
He's not a minion, Phoenix!
I think bad eyesight.
He definitely doesn't love bananas. And there's nothing that indicates he doesn't know anything about baseball. That he's not European. Well, with how he acts, he might be.
Well, he also has the name Wellington, which is very British.
Ah, yes, I am Wellington whatever the fifth.
Why you did...
My grandpappy fought in World War III. I don't know what year we're in. I forgot.
I'd say bad eyesight though, because we know if he loved bananas, he would have rushed over there to take a bite.
Not necessarily. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What? How? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
I mean, it depends on the distance and stuff.
Yes, but I have good eyesight, and I'm old.
Though, the officer fell in front of him and then the bananas fell under him, right? Or the glove, I should say, or something?
I don't think it specified where it fell.
Well, it fell nearby, likely, if the officer was in front of him, according to his story. So it'd be close enough that, even with decent eyesight, you could see it pretty easily, and tell it's not bananas. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean.
You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo for his Copernican theory. You're too used to your worldview to realize there are other new possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out that it is in fact a glove, not bananas. However, when viewed from afar, I do think there's room enough for doubt, don't you?
And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
I actually think that is terrible.
Why are you not wearing your glasses today then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then?
Oh god, did he just...
How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man.
You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc and put her to death. She was brave and courageous only to be caught by horrible, unrighteous people. And while she didn't do anything wrong, she was so gruesomely burned at the...
Which boils down to... you were not wearing your glasses at the time. How can you understand any of that, Phoenix?
Yeah, I have no idea either, but it works.
Therefore, the identity of the woman at the crime scene and at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference was only 9 feet.
Huh, the rough estimate was actually near.
Huh, yeah.
I guesstimated 10 feet high of a wall.
It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the armored path.
Witness? Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there.
He's going to break soon.
She ran away. Just like that. Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest, like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education?
I got it.
Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get.
Phoenix, you're slow.
You also popped bird, Phoenix! Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
How can I get more information out of it? After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
You learned that way before. Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Ah, the phone numbers, right.
Can I even look at those phone numbers? It doesn't tell me I can. Like, I can't even check. Like, we know that says 7.
Yeah. And we also see there's a phone booth there.
Yeah.
So nothing
But
unusual.
I don't know
there.
what we would reference in the other plot. Like, what I possibly reference here? It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. How do you know what?
Ooh, that happens.
Something got stuck in my throat.
Yeah, I hate that.
How do you know what time it was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
Oh! Hey, pal! I ran you from a pretty good, top-ranked college!
I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why you? You're just some lousy kid who...
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So, you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't that many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony.
Why don't you take one more look at the court record?
Yeah, I guess I should. Alright.
Okay, so he says he called 7:45, right? Or 6:45.
I immediately called... Yeah, at 6:45 he called the police station to report the crime.
And it's not 6:45 there, is it?
No, but... Who took this picture?
Yeah, that was the police, obviously, I imagine. Time.
Wait. 6:28.
He died. Wait a second. And he said
Hold on.
he said he.
I immediately called the police station to report the crime.
Yeah, we got him.
And yet the guy died at 6:28.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see what they mean by it's very accurate. Not it's between 4 and 5:30.
Yeah, like that.
No, it's 6:28.
Yeah, that is extremely accurate.
So the question is it on this spot or the next one? I'm gonna say I immediately called it. I don't know. I guess it's this one. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I keep choking myself. Why do I wear this thing?
Yeah, why do you wear that thing?
I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. The telephone, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. Phone booth.
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll.
Matryoshka.
I don't know how to say that.
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka?
Yeah.
Like, I know what it is,
Yeah.
I think.
It's a Russian doll with
But-
several more inside it.
You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it.
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose their things?
Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a strange quirk or two? So by that rationale, since I have my own quirk, it would mean that I am a genius. I don't think simple plain people like you can understand.
Enough!
Oh man. Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone. Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now?
Question further.
Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
Well then, I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
Except, there's a phone booth literally at the murder scene.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way, and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
Yes, there is something.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you!
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
You literally showed the photograph.
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Cause it's literally right there.
I don't think I actually showed this picture.
Yeah.
It's been shown in court, but I don't think I showed it, like presented it.
Oh yeah.
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! Stop choking yourself.
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ah!
Order! What is this reporting the crime a little late proof of the offense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else?
Was he?
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing those 15 minutes?
What was he doing for those 15 minutes?
Possibly looking for the phone.
Oh!
That.
That!
Anything else? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's photo 2.
It has to be. That's the only thing I can think of. There is only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Photo 2.
There's nothing else I can think of. He was doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced?
Perhaps.
Probably not then. That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out.
Okay, apparently not.
Yeah.
I suggest that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well then.
But before you do, you will be penalized.
Ouch.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence. I will answer the following.
Why didn't they call the police right away?
What do you think it is then? The glasses or the...
Maybe they couldn't see? We can also present these. He's 22. Huh.
I suppose he is talking about college, so...
But none of those matter.
It's either the phone or the glasses.
What is he, Velma? Ah, I lost my glasses. I can't see a thing without my glasses. I guess we just do this one next.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah, where did you find... Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
Order! Order!
Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the victim as the real murderer?
That is what I do, Your Honor.
That's kind of like a trend.
Of course, that is precisely what I am doing.
Oh my god.
Hasn't he done that, actually?
Yeah. This is a new turnaround theme, isn't it?
It's a new game, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting! Watching you work again!
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Hopefully the edge of that knife isn't broken into somebody's body.
Yes.
Like last case.
That was weird. Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This is the third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with an EY, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie?
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial.
Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand?
There's a way.
It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Obviously, the cell phone.
Because, yeah, nothing else would matter in this case.
Oh, wait. The name list? No, not the name list, I think.
I don't think it's the name list yet.
Not yet, no, but the cell phone.
Because this doesn't do anything because we don't have proof it's this guy's phone. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of that phone. The greatest ringtone.
Yes. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
I still can't believe they made a shirt of the Blue Badger.
Yep. I guess it's become popular.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
Yeah, he shoved a guy off a bridge.
Yeah,
That was definitely a fatal.
Yeah, that was a very fatal mistake.
My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. I hate this! Like, I just know he's probably spelling it, but it's still annoying. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. My throat. Ugh.
Order!
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your pointers?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason.
That is where you are wrong, Mr. Pay. Our drifter here is not normal.
What?
He's not usual. A normal person.
What do you mean? Mr. Winter had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. No, well, he's free to go. Wait, what's Maggie's motive?
Yeah, that's true. What's her motive?
That's a perfect counteroffer. Will the court please tell me what Maggie Bird's motive is, then? If we're using this excuse of there's no motive.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Can you explain what motive the witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to court the proof that the witness had a motive.
Con honest?
I suppose so.
That's the only motive I can think of. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course! This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. We keep calling it a certain group because we didn't feel like naming it.
Yep. Lazy writing.
But they are all sophisticated members of society.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse crime than murder!
No, it
No, it's
isn't.
not!
No, it's not.
You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided that brilliant artist, Maurice Ultriol's Altair. They disrupted a genius at work and interrupted his dialogue with the goddess of.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want for you to tell us... Oh, I can't talk. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think you, any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? I'm angry.
I'm very angry.
Your Honor, this is a justified badgering of the witness.
I justify it.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group.
Yep, that's pretty obvious.
Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! I think he's choking himself.
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess he gets off on it.
Probably. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now. That police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You've already said that.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mr. Spurge and get his phone back.
You know, Payne, you'd make a great defense attorney.
Why? Then why would he need to kill anyone?
That is a very solid point. What does the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder?
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
Oh.
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well, then, Mr. Wright. What was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
The boyfriend, Dustin. Because he was in uniform.
That's true. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh!
That's you.
Okay, that's me. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on his phone. Well, I guess I just have to kill him.
And he went into a panic, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Willington, you are... Oh my god!
Impressive! Not bad with a person with a third-rate education!
Oh my god, their faces!
I was too busy laughing, so I didn't actually see the faces. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence!
That guy is really creeping me out.
All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone! Suspicious phone numbers this, suspicious con group that, they're all on that phone! But who's to say that phone is mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence! You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier! That phone I lost, I've already found it! You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to! But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton! What? He's fun! It feels good to see you squirm.
Wow.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah, there you go. He is completely psycho. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be, maybe...
Fingerprints?
The fingerprints wouldn't matter, because my fingerprints would be all over this thing at this point.
The phone stored numbers.
This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. It wouldn't be fingerprints. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? Maybe it wasn't that. What are we trying to determine is who the phone belongs to? Fingerprints, really? Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself.
The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal.
There should have been a third option, like, can you enter the code?
I don't think many of those old phones had that feature.
Ugh, that jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. I think they do. The cell phone. Has to be something I've overlooked.
Fingerprints.
Sure. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. I would not have gone with that, but whatever.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Where did I leave my weird testing stuff?
Yeah.
I know Emma just gave it to me like several months ago.
Luminal testing fluid. Oh wait, that's not for this.
No, that's for blood.
Yeah.
Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
I what?
You said there was a sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it? I'm a fucking idiot.
You are an idiot. Pretty thoroughly,
Pretty?
too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
Well, technically, we are two morons in the code.
He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. Why? It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
He deleted them.
You gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Uh-huh.
Why don't we see the latest call on the phone and see if that brings up that phone?
Yeah. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh my god.
Oh, you are too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my... Now I remember! Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good! I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? Quickly, Maya! I need a Mia ex machina.
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that?
Raise objection.
Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Okay, I'll just call me. Please, Your Honor.
Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I'm fairly sure I know what it is, but...
If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Damn
I'm
it.
sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present that one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Fairly sure it's my business card because I have my cell phone number on it.
Yes.
Your Honor, would you like my business card?
Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine.
Oh, thanks. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it.
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back. This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but
But that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? But call's still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Aw, what a cute
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, she has a very cute phone.
But it's not Steel Samurai related. How dare you, Maya?
Well, it's because it's Pink Princess instead.
Is the defense prepared for something, Mr. Wright?
We are going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. All the idiotic, stupid things, too. Ah! Not a bad ringtone. What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No. It can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. There. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. How did he manage that?
Because he doesn't have his glasses.
But Phoenix was holding it in his hand. I guess Phoenix had time to put it away.
Apparently.
So this whole quiz relied on a coin flip. God damn it.
Oh, God!
Did he just choke himself? I guess that's why there's the choir music.
So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
And then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding...
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
Currently dead, Your Honor. Ah, I see.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
How long did we wait for the judge to talk to us?
Yeah.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Mackie Bird, not guilty.
Whoa.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Defendant lobby number 1.
My god, the eyes.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually.
That tiny fucking hat.
Yeah, that tiny hat. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir.
My head, oh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this.
Maya, you can literally bring him back from the dead temporarily.
It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. Failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I never won or even tied at the game of tic-tac-toe. Wow.
The fuck?
That is bad luck.
How are you alive?
Perhaps that's also part of the bad luck. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune.
Huh.
And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that in my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me.
That explains all of Gumshoe's pay cuts.
That actually-
it's all Maggie's
That actually
fault.
makes a lot of sense now. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth at the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and... before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That club didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh,
That
I
was a
see.
birthday present.
Everything is my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is all that messed up yet.
Oh, my head.
Yours is definitely messed up.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then. Sir.
Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name.
You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I shall get going. Okay, good luck to you.
Oh, my head.
Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
Why do you do that, Maggie? What a horrible day. I got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe, he's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. Because he's an idiot.
Yep.
The judge. I fucking hate him.
What? What did I do?
He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by the other people's opinions.
What? I just like people.
But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict.
Just because I'm not good at my job.
You're not this person. I haven't got a clue.
But I was very
He seems
important.
to know me. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else.
You're my arch nemesis, right?
Ugh, and this girl, Maya. I mean, they've only said her name 50 times.
You finally remembered.
No, I just remembered that people call your name a bunch. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. And I'll probably forget plenty of others. For example,
F to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
well, yeah, I suppose I have. I had to deal with Emma all last game.
Yeah, that was a really long haul.
Ugh, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
I was waiting for that. Good that you're back, Maya. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago.
Aww.
Which is the next case.
Yes.
Flashback!
What the fuck?
Well, look at who that is.
I have no idea, but what?
Well, see you next time.